Dragapult, Giratina V-Star. This finals match was just crazy. I tend to make conservative plays. I talked to my brother about this. He was telling me that I should make more aggressive plays and go for the wins. I said, all right, I'm gonna flip this coin. If it's tails, I'm gonna win this game. I'm gonna become a regional champion.
This could be the biggest coin flip of the year. Oh, are we going to see this? We're gonna see
Swinging
speed. What's the flip?
To just finally get this one, it just feels like a weight like lifted off my shoulders.
Cal Cutter of a coin flip wins the Toronto Regional Championship.
My last finals was Peoria in 2022, and I played against Tord Reklev, who a lot of people say is the best player in the game. It felt like that was my chance, and I was just right there, and that was the one that got away from me. So I would love to get a rematch with him at the World Championship. My little brother actually ended up winning the World Championships in the video game. To be a champion with him, it would mean everything to me. I was planning on skipping this one. My grandma ended up passing away last week, and she was there for me when I won my first other tournament, which was Nationals in 2013. My mother, she was like, you're gonna win this one for her, like she would want you to go. It just felt like she was there with me for this one.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Pokemon Regional Championship. It is just finished with round 7. Now we're going up to round 8, the last round of phase 1 here in the Las Vegas Convention Center. It is a ginormous amount of space, a ton of players throughout this entire event hall, and we just got one more round for phase 1, but we're still waiting on that.
So we're going to show you all some posts that you all have been making back at home, or honestly, anywhere that you're watching. I've watched regionals from anywhere at this point.
Watching it from like 10 tables down, you know?
I do, when I walk around the tables, I do actually have it up on my phone just to make sure I don't have to like run back here, right? Just so I don't go too far. But you were saying, Jeremy, I mean, the room is huge, but we have Steven here, around 3,000 masters here in Las Vegas. It is true. Playing my first regional in almost a year. Wish me luck. First of all, I love that mat, Jeremy. I am on the hunt for one of those.
I'm a fan of the mat across the board, but that's just my, unk status.
The cloth mats are very nice to play on, but I personally love when players are just, you know what, I'm here, let me play my favorite deck. And like Steven said, yep, almost 3,000 masters. Everyone's having a great time. And you can also just pick up the game. If you take a little bit of a break, you can always just come back around. We'll always be here for you. And it's always nice to revisit your friends all over the world.
Yeah, a little update on the record too, 3-2-1 at their first regional.
Nice.
In almost a year. So it's like riding a bike, Pokemon,
Absolutely.
Right? You never forget it.
Ashla here with the Las Vegas promo and playmat. One of the biggest things, of course, that you can get when you come to a Pokemon regional, no matter how well you do in either Swiss, phase 1 or phase 2, or Top Cut or asymmetrical, you can get a regional playmat of your own here and a special promo card too with that regional stamp. Lily's Determination, which I believe is a fan favorite, a player favorite. I know for me, I have a couple, but this Mega Gardevoir mat, Jeremy, it is absolutely beautiful.
No, I need 4 of those Lily's Determination right now. I've been in love with the reverse foil for the Mega Evolution set, and it has been looking so clean in all of my decks. I'm never really kind of bling player. I always like base, common, rarity. Like, I don't want anything to deal with that, but I have been loving Mega Evolution.
And I also love the fact that we have Tim, who we saw a little bit earlier too, but with his signature mustache pose, I should say. But he won his first round, and he said he's concerned he may not win any more games with this deck, which I'm not quite sure how Tim is doing. But yes, also featuring the online match reporting that we're actually having here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's been interesting for sure. It is something that hopefully will continue on in the future and make things kind of smoother, and we'll have to wait to see how that plays out. But Tim is one of the how do I put this, eccentric players. Like, I just love his energy and all his content that he does and videos. It's great.
Yeah, Tim really is becoming a great community figure and showing, love to a lot of cards and decks that people may have forgotten about. Did get an update from backstage. Tim is now with this round coming in, going on his winning into phase 2. So good luck, Tim, of course. But he got what he wanted. He got his Play Pokemon shirt.
Yep, that's all that really matters, right? All right, I think we got, what, one more post to look at? Maybe. Ooh, good post. Las Vegas Regionals thread started off the day, round 1, with a win and swagging out as well. Look at that. Look at that Rocket deck box. That is old.
I love the Rockets deck box and then the beautiful dice case right next to it, right? Like, kind of goes to show like the dichotomy, right? But I think personally, one of my favorite things about the Pokemon trading card games is that your setup can really just be your own, right? You can have a beautiful playmat. You can have dice carriers like this, right, where you have 2 stories of a dice carrier. You can have a table buddy, seeing a table buddy there, and of course a deck box, or you can be like some of my opponents where they just don't play with playmat, they don't show up with dice, and they're just, throwing their cards on the table, and, as long as you have 60 cards, you can play this game.
And of course, Ilya showing off that top 8 Latin America playmat.
Yeah, something like
hoping
that.
Hoping to make a run back in a week, maybe,
Playing the signature Goldango, I believe they play Goldango pretty frequently as well. But
well, look at the tag, the Gold Daddy,
I just noticed that. Oh my goodness. That art of Goldango, I know Prismatic Evolutions gave us another kind of alternate art of Goldango, but this is like the classic Goldango alt art with the crossed arms, and it does have the connecting Gimmighoul, but unfortunately that Gimmighoul is not what we'd like to call the optimal Gimmighoul.
Exactly.
So playing full bling Goldango is having your 4 alt art Goldengos and a couple of reverse hollows, but as you can see, I believe this is our VG side, but the hall is still absolutely packed here in Las Vegas.
Can I just say I love all the transitions that we have?
Yeah, they're spooky.
It's been so great. Again, we are still waiting on our round 8, our last round of phase 1 to get paired. And once we have that, we're going to have Pokemon action for you right away. But I don't know, for right now, how have you been enjoying phase 1 so far?
It's been fun. I think a lot of players are we've been through Mega Evolution, Goldengo's kind of done for here, right? But I've been really enjoying just seeing the rise of new decks. I'm enjoying seeing like the differences in certain decks going from, you can probably imagine a 55 card skeleton for most decks, right? And for me, what I've been really focusing on in the past couple weeks is this question of what A-Spec is correct to play in Goldango. This is the first time I've seen Unfair Stamp, but I see the vision, right? I think I haven't seen an Energy Search Pro in Goldango since Solrock and Lunatone have obviously hit the deck, and now we're seeing a brand new version of consistency.
Well, if I'm mistaken, wasn't it on stream in Gdansk? Was Energy Search Pro one?
Was it?
I think so. I think
might have been off
I think
that
it was a
round.
cameraman playing it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking. I don't know. Energy Search Pro is a very good card, but when you have access to draw 3 every turn as well, you really just, there's no better option.
And when you're playing against a Goldango player playing Energy Search Pro, you see that it's played down, and then you say, okay, Iono, there's all your work gone, and then, you have to draw back into it. But I think as of now, I think our strongest kind of engine with Goldango is the Solrock Lunatone. Playing a lot of different color energy is great, and Caleb also playing the Monkey Dory as well, so maybe dark energy kind of fitting in here and there to avoid the TM Devolution plays. But still, I think right now, we're just going to keep playing things. I mean, you can't ever really go wrong with a secret box, but I love Prime Catcher. I think Prime Catcher is really exciting to me. Playing as aggressive as possible is always just the way I like to play the game. So I'm interested to see how our players would kind of adapt around Prime Catcher as well.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of the gameplay against Goldango is maybe like locking something up in the active with a Yveltal clutch, maybe forcing those Professor Turo scenarios to get played a little early. And Prime Catcher is just another out that you have. And it also pairs well with Solrock, so you can Prime Catcher a Ralts maybe and take a knockout with the Solrock from your bench if you don't have access to an air balloon.
Yeah, absolutely. Interested to see, of course, how phase 1 is going to play out here as well. This is the round where things get a little intense, right? You've been playing Pokemon ever since 8:30 in the morning, playing multiple games, and as our last round winner was saying, over in Japan, they're playing best of one. So imagine coming to, North America, and now your best of ones have turned into, triple the amount of games that you play. So I kind of want to see how well our friends from Japan are going to kind of stack it up here. But I'm excited to see how the rest of Phase 1 is going to pan out as we go on into Phase 2. And I see some familiar faces, Jeremy, right in this crowd. I see Tord sitting down for his match. I see Calvin Connors still sitting there as well, still at these top tables. I see Kevin Kruger there as well, also a great player from North America. So we'll see how it's going to happen.
Yeah, you can tell with the amount of movement that we've had on screen that the pairings are up. So we are hopefully corralling our players to the stage and we can get things going. But just the amount of people here is insane. Yeah. It's over 2,800 for the Masters. We've said it time and time again, but that's not even taking into account juniors, seniors. There's also the video game and Pokemon Go. Like it's so many different options, and spectators as well. Like everyone here is here for the love of Pokemon.
Yeah, and the fan experience also as well for the people who are not playing in the regional, right? They're getting some more things to do. Like you and I were playing ring toss yesterday, Hoopa ring toss. So there's plenty of things to do, even if you're not a competitive player here at a Pokemon regional. Also, just of course making your best friends, new
tons
friends.
Of vendors to find old Pokemon TCG cards.
Yeah, I may have gone to those vendors this morning very well. So I enjoyed my trip to the vendors at regionals for sure. But so many people and so many players, and tons of broadcasts to also watch if you're a fan of VGC or Pokemon Go. Those broadcasts are going. Our friends on commentary are all doing amazing jobs as usual. So I want to see where the rest of the weekend will bring us, not only for TCG, but of course for the rest of our games as well.
Want to know what I want to see?
What do you want to see?
The updated standings
for
this round. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who is at the top of our regional here. And wow, Liam Halliburton 7-0 with that Zoroark, I believe. Just crazy. Who would have thought? We also have 3 other 7-0s. Drew Allen, great player from the Canada region. Camden Freeze, and of course Caleb Gedmer, regional champion in his own right. Starting off 7-0, I believe there's a couple Golden Go mixed in there as well. And then going down the list, just some great names. Shout out to Fabrizio Ingo Silva, just a great player from the LATAM region. Aiden Koos. You have Tord Reklov, of course, Hiroto, who we just saw win on stream, Nicholas Moffitt, Benny Billinger. This is crazy. And
once again, the amount of regions that are just represented right here in our pairings as well. You have EU, NA, Japan, LATAM as well. So this is really kind of the melting pot of our game, really right here, not only in this tournament, but right in front of us at our top tables.
Basically missing just the player from like Antarctica or something.
Imagine.
Be crazy.
Next League Cup in Antarctica. Can you imagine? Waiting for my next round. There's a penguin nearby.
Seeing our players in the top standings, I don't know, are you feeling anyone here? And any deck in particular, if you take it all the way?
Well, Liam Halliburton being 7-0 at the top of our Swiss standings and Zoroark does, raise an eyebrow for me. It was my caster pick for the weekend. I do think there's so much creativity that's still left in Zoroark. I know the casters in the lounge a little bit earlier in the day kind of had a dissenting opinion, but I still think tournament over tournament, we've seen different versions of Zoroark being played. We saw, what did we see? We saw Hoopa EX, I believe, over in EU in one of the Zoroark lists. I believe.
La pena. Solo que me la están dando ya súper tarde, también te digo. Venga, va, me la juego, ok. Estoy pensando qué voy a necesitar para esta parte de mierda. No está en ese cuarto. No chingues, ¿cómo que no está en ese cuarto? ¿Cómo? No en el cuarto, sino en el pasillo desde donde... Ah, o sea, literal... Y bueno, ¿y qué hay en ese cuarto, Bismarck? Mati, ¿qué pasó? ¿Y qué hay en ese cuarto, hijo mío? ¿Y cómo sabes tanta información? Es que yo no me explico. Nike, crack. ¿Qué pasa, papu? Te mando un beso, y un abrazo y un saludo y todo. ¿Qué te parece? El pack completo, vaya. Esa Magnum siempre me pareció pocha. No digas eso, por favor. Me voy a poner Tite Ubu. Por favor, repeta. A ver, que venga, que venga, que venga, que venga. Aquí viene Eustaquio Time. ¡Deja de... ¡Ah! Chingada madre. Bismarck es el creador del mod. ¿Te imaginas? ¿Te imaginas que le esté tirando mierda y cagada al pinche creador del mod y él siempre estuvo aquí conmigo? Eso sería cine, la verdad, ¿eh? El verdadero siempre estuvo ahí. Bismarck es el Berretos. Nah, imposible. Bismarck no puede ser el Berretos. Eso es imposible, improbable e inadecuado incluso. Es inadecuado. Es muy guarro, de verdad. Damián, ¿qué pasó? ¿Cómo estás? A ver. Esto es hasta la chingada de que me estén jodiendo estos pendejos, de verdad. No tienen ni idea. Son solo 2 zombies de mierda, pero bueno, no sé. Ok, está. ¿Pero tu mamada qué? Órale, chúpala. Tú sigues vivo, ¿verdad? A ti te encanta lo que te gusta. ¿Ya? Ya, muertísimo de Tutankamón. 1, 2 y nos vamos. ¿Cómo sigues vivo, puto? Quería ver si alcanzaba a llegar. Quería ver si alcanzaba a llegar. No me importa, está bien, que me envenene. ¿Traigo hielo azul? No traigo hielo azul, puta madre. No mames, perra. O sea, neta, dame chance mínimo, ¿no, güey? Neta, porfa, dame chance. A ver, ¿dónde está? Ah, ok, aquí está. Vale, perfecto, ok. A ver, pero necesito saber qué más hay aquí, porque no puede ser que solo esté esa mierda. O sea, no puede ser. Me niego a creer que solo está esa mierda. O sea, me niego a creer que todo este guateque no hay nada de uso, de poder. A ver. Granadas ígneas, 7. No, no eran 7, ¿verdad? Eran menos. Bueno, a ver,
para los 3.
casi me sale la jugada. ¿Vale la pena que me arriesgue por esas granaditas?
4.
¿Ustedes qué opinan? ¿Vale la pena? ¿Cuántas me dieron? Ahorita quiero checar bien. Porque yo creo que fueron 4, ¿no? Porque tenía ya granadas en mi inventario. No, me dieron 5. Fueron 5. Fueron 5.
Sería 260.
Podría valer la pena, pero si no me hacen daño. Si me hacen daño, a la mierda. ¿Pero qué deberían de gastar contra esos energúmenos? Si los quemo se quedan estuneados, ¿a los qué? ¿Alguien sabe responder la pregunta? Si usas 1 o 2 para salir. Sí. La idea sería ocupar algunas, ¿no? Si se queman ahí, está bien, puede ser, ¿eh? Ahorita hice un buen giro, por ejemplo. Hice un buen giro ahorita y no me pegaron, estuvo bien. Venga, va, me la juego. Playing time. ¡Vamos! Porque de por sí ya estoy haciendo un vergo de cagada para llegar aquí. Pues mínimo nos vamos a también llevar esas, ¿no? Las golosas. A ver, entonces la pistola me lo llevo de una para que luego no sea un desvergue. Y ya cuando vengan los pelados ocupo una segadora y a chuparla, güey, la verdad. La mera netación, ¿no, mi compa? ¡Mi casa, tío! ¡Mi casa, chaval! Ok, me vale verga ya. Te voy a dejar ahí como estúpida. Pura cagada, pura cagada. ¡No mames! ¡Me la van a hacer! ¡Oh, no! Es que estos hijos de puta... No, perdón, esta no era. Esta era la de prueba de fuego. Bueno, pero mínimo déjame salir, pedazo de miércoles. Gracias. Rickster, ¿qué pasa? ¿Cómo estás? No, pero yo no quiero contra las plantas. Yo quiero contra los Gs. Las plantas a mí me valen verga. Los Gs. O solo las de ácido les hacen cosas. Porque si solo las de ácido les hacen cosas, pues mejor las ocupo, ¿verdad? Claro que sí. Claro que sí, tío. ¡Vamos! Ya voy a ocupar las de pinche escopeta porque ya estoy hasta la verga de matar a esos pendejos zombies y que no pasa nada. Estoy ya hasta la verga, vaya. La buena noticia es que sí vamos a poder llegar a Birkin. Esa es la buena noticia, chicos. ¿Eso no te gusta? ¿No te excita esa idea? A mí me excita, la verdad. No me bajes las putas manos de mierda. A ver, ven acá. ¿Qué te dan? ¿Qué te dan, rosquillas de plomo? ¡Muérete ya! ¡Coño! Ok, perfecto. Perfecto. Uy, 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 madre mía, madre mía, madre mía. No, bueno, está una segadora para entrar ahí, Si no, no entro. Sí, 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 si no, no se entra.
Que puedan hacer la entrega correspondiente. Primero, esta noche. El recuerdo para la institución educativa privada Milagrosa Nuestra Señora del Carmen nos trae el siguiente presente. Invitamos al comité, por favor, a hacerse presente para tener la entrega correspondiente a quien hoy forma parte de este hermoso y gran momento, que lo recibe tanto nuestra promotora Sara Guerra Flores y nuestra directora Aide Guerra Flores. Fuerte el aplauso. Ambas dignas representantes, por supuesto, que le hace la entrega el comité. Muy bien. Vamos a tener este momento especial entonces. Antes, nos indican, por favor, para que pueda quedar en el registro junto al comité. Momento especial que tenemos esta noche. A continuación, vamos hacia la cámara, por favor, y mostrando lo que hoy ha sido entregado de una manera muy especial, con el aplauso de todos ustedes. Las palmas, por favor. Asimismo, el comité también hará entrega en este momento de un hermoso presente para nuestro querido tutor. Presente para nuestro querido tutor. Carlos Nicolás Goñi Gonzaga. Que llega de manos también del comité que en este momento se persona. Vamos a invitar a nuestro querido tutor, por favor, salir un instante para tener el